You carry a Githyanki relic. I will have an explanation, or your head.
Walk away, now. I won't warn you again. Lae'zel thinks I have something important to her people. She's deluded, clearly.
Lies. She carries an heirloom of my people. I must know why. Incorrect. Judicious bloodletting settles feuds and roots out the weak, the deceitful.
Do you hear this, tribe? Our lives are at stake, and she wants us to turn on each other.
No others. Just you and me.
I doubt this one's wits will be any sharper by then.
I do not wish to spill blood here. Come daylight, we will find a place to end this.
Fine. You can accept you're wrong, or we'll be rid of you permanently. Either way, I win. You had every chance to look the other way. But here we are. You chose this.
Spare me the justifications, coward!
If anyone asks, I'll say you were transforming. Don't expect to be mourned. She's a liability. It's the artifact we need, not her.
Let me up, and I'll show you.
Can I do that, Lae'zel? Can I turn my back on you?
Never. Thieves aren't afforded such luxury.
Loosen the grip on your pride for one blasted moment, won't you? We needn't be enemies. There's plenty of those to go around already.
What would you have? That we be friends?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But imagine what we might achieve if we channeled some of that hostility back at our real foes, instead of each other. They wouldn't stand a chance.
You must have questions. It is over where I am concerned. It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but there's a common speech translation beneath, carved in a different hand. It's a story about Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
I am fine. The slate is not. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it. Very well. I will read it to you. The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him. Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith. But the true heir, the prince of the comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, Gestil Kithrak, lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, there's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared that Vlaakith should be queen. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich. You speak like Kithrak Voss. You accuse Vlaakith of the unthinkable. As unthinkable as the greatest living knight turning on his queen. Well, enough conjecture. I did what you asked, so let's be done with it.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something? We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now. Well, apart from you, of course. You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes.
Ready for another round? Moving.
This way. Battle favors the fearless. Fleet of foot. Let's have some courage.
choice but to keep going. What now? Don't waste a step. They're dying for me! All of them. Sometimes the only way out is through.
Go for the throat.
I'd have been a statue, imprisoned for eternity.
All Sarsunatean. Flesh once more. Crack. A pity Dawn cannot say the same. Hardly. I came here with the wizard Dawn. He vowed to share his fortunes in exchange for protection. A man called Zargrim stepped from the shadows. They argued until their words turned to screams. Zargrim summoned the spectator and fled. An unusual spectator at that. Adept at petrification. I was unprepared. I hardly paid notice. There was talk of a pact and a forge, as I recall. We will gather our wits and return to Menzoberranzan.
A dull crystal, glowing only faintly. You heard its like described before. A memory shard used to store brief mental impressions from the user's mind. The crystal's glow swells, drawing you into its depths. You are transported, somewhere deep, loud, and hot as the hells themselves. Within the Underdark's bowels, beyond an ancient stronghold, hovers a giant hammer, waiting to fall. An echoing clang, and you're back to yourself, left only with a firm sense of a place, a grand forge.
It's Forge Central. Guess we ought to find the thing.
New sounds to the damp and dark oppression bring. Is it the foe? That foul, contemptuous heel?
You know these words. They are from the opening stanza of a play you found in this very tower.
Come out of love for me, not love for blood and steel. Command as you see fit, my lord, my liege.
Don't get me wrong. I love poetry as much as an ex-wizard, but using it to command an automaton seems a bit self-indulgent to me.
And in its wake, it tramples everything. We'll kill the rest, so that the one can thrive.
Close ranks. Need to learn the hard way.
us.
Well, so much for peace. Where do I go from here? Nothing will stand in my way.
Forever dauntless.
Still breathing, despite everything. Still on my feet.
I've got it.
A rough tempest I will raise. Don't get too close.
Another fight. Let's go. Blood comes easy these days. Very well.
Let me recite their demise. May it please, Mistra.
Let's go. Heading out.
Battle favors the fearless.
Can't even catch my breath. Where do I go from here?
slender drow blade impales the stone before you, keeping a silent vigil. You can't recall anything this esoteric. There are too many rituals about swords to count. It feels like you're warring with 10 people for the blade, but with another hard yank, the weapon slips free from the stone.
You must have questions.
The disc appears in your mind's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Quite similar to the boy's slate from the creche. The tissue are enciphered, but I see the pattern. It's another story about Orpheus. I'll translate then. The Prince of the Comet, Part 1. So it was that we were free from Gaich shackles and turned our blades on each other. The heavens were shattered, and one great empire was divided in two. Gith traveled to the Hells to broker help for her people, her cause. Vlaakith would have you believe Mother Gith proclaimed her our queen. Lies. Gith made no such proclamation. Vlaakith seized the Empire against the Mother's wishes. But Gith had nurtured a son, Orpheus, Prince of the Comet, the true heir. He knew Vlaakith's treachery. Orpheus rallied Gith's honor guard and declared the throne for himself. The War of the Comet had begun. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared Vlaakith Queen of the Empire, and her own son defied her. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Gaich.